Today we're going to discuss a swing trading bet that I think is going to outperform the market in the next couple of weeks. Generally speaking, we do not really go for stocks with a higher percentage of return because whenever you go for a stock with a higher percentage return, there is also a risk associated with that, right? So we're not going to go for that extreme 50% bet in the next 1 to 2 weeks. We're only going to be going for that modest bet that gives us some 10, 5, 15% returns in a couple of weeks, and we're going to get sorted with that. I just wanted to get that out of the way in case anybody has any kind of expectations of getting a 50% return on stock. Also, before I go ahead, I just wanted to say that this video is just for educational purposes. This does not constitute as investment advice, so please go ahead and consult with your money manager before investing. Okay, so let's get on with it. Over here, you can see the stock of Canfin Homes. Let me just go ahead, use my brush. You can see it says Canfin Homes. Now, Canfin Homes, let's just go get a little background on the stock. Canfin Homes is partly owned by Canara Bank, which holds about 30% stake in the company. It provides relatively smaller ticket sized housing loans to salaried and professional self-employed non-professional buyers. Now, this is a stock or a company that gives small ticket loans to people who want to buy houses, basically a housing finance company backed by Canara Bank. And it is has been doing good in the recent past. So we can judge that by its chart. In the last 10 years, it's just gone up. It's never gone down. In 2016, it was at 255, and now it's at about 900. So that's a good amount of gain in the last 10 years, roughly tripling in size. We're going to see that the market cap is around 12,000 crores. The PE of this stock is what is undervalued as of now. It's at 10.5. And if we go ahead and see the PE or the median PE of the housing finance sector, it's at 16.3. So that means this stock is trading at a 60% discount from the median of its peers in the housing finance group. Plus, it's got that sales growth and margins that definitely makes it a good bet to invest as of now. I'm sure you've heard of that quote from Warren Buffett that says he buys companies that are trading relatively lower to their valuations or at a discount from their valuations. Now, going by that, we're going to be zeroing in on this stock because we think, and because I've just told you that logic that it is trading at a 60% discount from its peers, we're going to be zeroing in on this stock as of now. You can see the ROE, which is the return on equity, is at 19.7%, which is great. ROCE is at 9.14%, which is also great because it's a housing finance company, and finance companies really work on minimal margins because money is their business. I mean, the more money you put in, the more money or the more interest you gain from it. So return on capital employed on such companies is relatively lower. You can see it's given a good CAGR of 19% in the last 5 years, and we've already established that it's trading 60% lower as a median from its peer group, which is a great sign too. We can see that the previous 3-year profit percentage is sitting at 24%, and the 3-year return that the stock has given is about 10% per annum, which again values its underlying opportunity that it is trading at an undervaluation compared to its peers. As we can see, the company is performing great in the last some 3 or 4 years. Quarterly results have been great. The revenue has been increasing quarter by quarter, and so is the net profit. We can see that last year, this time the profits were sitting at 224 crores. Now this time they've come up at 268 crores, which is some 20% year-on-year profit growth, which is great for a company that is trading at a PE of 10%, of 10, which definitely means that the company is doing twice its size. In the last 10 years, we can see that the compounded profit growth is sitting at 21%. In the last 3 years, it's at 20%. And in the trailing 12 months that have gone by, it's at 28%, which again signifies that the company is profitable and it's increasing its profits year by year. And while we look at the CAGR of the company, we can see that the CAGR in the last 10 years has been 13, 5 years it has been 11, 3 years it has been 2, and the last 1 year where the trailing 12 months profit growth was at 28%, it's only sitting at 9%, which gives us a 19% CAGR value for this year itself. not talking about the previous years. So on the whole, it looks like the company is undervalued at the moment, and we should definitely have our eyes on it. Um, let's just do a weekly analysis of the chart of Canfin Homes. This is chart of Canfin Homes, and it's on a weekly basis. Let me just do the lines over here so you know properly. I've marked over here at 972 the high of this stock that was made um, in on the 22nd of December. And we see that the stock has been trailing over here since then. It's made a low at 800 and a high at 980. So that means that gives us a roughly 20% margin from its low of 800 rupees, if I am right. Okay. So measuring its bottom at 800 and its top at 980, that gives us a 20% margin on this stock. Now, since it's already trading at 890 over here, that means that 10% of those gains have already been taken, right? So now what we're going to be looking for, we're going to be looking for another 10% gains over here. And this, my friend, we're going to be getting in the next couple of weeks. Now, how I came to this line, which is drawn on the 7th of August, which is about 3 weeks from now, you will have to follow my channel and contact me on the DM and maybe follow me, like my content, and I will get back to you on how I figured out this is going to go up another 10% in the next 15 bars or 21 days. Now, going back to the weekly chart, we can draw this trend line over here, and we can see that this particular stock is trading at its trend line and on the upper end of the trend line, which means that it is taking a support over here. Now, if this stock sustains this price, which is at 890 rupees, for sure it is going to move up to 980, and then maybe beyond that, since we've already seen on the fundamental side of things that this stock can definitely give us some 18 to 19% gains from here itself because of its fundamentals, great values, etc. We can actually be eyeing for a target of 1060, which is 20% gains from here, but we're not sure on the timeline. That's a long-term scenario that may take some time. May take 1 year, may take 3 months, may take 6 months, may take maybe 20 days. We're not sure. So we're not going to be going for that target. The only target we're going to be going for is the definite target that we know, that is somewhere around the 3rd or the 7th of August of 10%. Now you know that this stock is good for the long term and the short term. Short term targets are right in front of you, which is 10%. And the long term targets, if you want to hold this company for a while, it's at 1060. So it's completely your choice if you want to go into this stock for the long term or the short term. Since you already know the fundamentals of this company is great, it's definitely going to go up. It has a very weak chance of going down from here because since we've already seen that this company has great financials. It's not going to go down. Hopefully, it should just go up from here. But since there is nothing set in stone on the stock market, we will definitely be looking out for that um, fall down if there is any. Still, I would suggest if there is any kind of fall down, we can still capture it at 800 bucks. That would give us a sweet 30% return. But going by what we've seen on the financials on this company, I don't think that we're going to be lucky in getting those prices at 800 now. So yeah, unless there is a market downturn, you will not get it at 800 bucks. But if you do, that's awesome. If you don't, you can still buy it over here and sell it over here because that's what we're going to be doing. And that's the motive of this video, is to get that 10% return on the swing trade that we wish for in the next 20 days. That's about it for this video for now, guys. My name is Archit. I hope you like my content. If you do, please like, share, subscribe.